Hey everybody, Eric Daniel here, and this is the 4th episode of the O-Cast. It is December 26th, the day after Christmas. How you doing, boo-boos? How you doing, you sexy things? If you're the skinny thing or the wider thing, there ain't nothing wrong with you. How you doing, y'all sexy creatures? I am truly blessed to be walking this earth with y'all. And I am truly blessed to have y'all listen to me right now. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, you're having the most wonderful happy holidays. I had a wonderful Christmas with my family. Did a lot of overeating. That was awesome. Ever since my knee injury, I've been working on being a chunker. You know what I mean? If I can't be a buff stud, why not be a chunker? What's up? That's not intentional. That's just what I've been doing apparently. Tis the season for overeating. Holla. Ha 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 holla. Yeah, so it was nice. Got a lot of things I probably don't deserve. Truly blessed, wonderful family. And they really went out, all out on me this year for I don't know why. I don't, they keep saying, Eric, you don't have a significant other, okay? So I think maybe they're thinking, yo, dude, this dude is one bad holiday away from, ending it all. I hope they're not thinking that, but they very well could be, okay? All right, people? They very well could be. That, I don't even know what to say to that when I just say, well, listen, people, you just feel bad for me because I'm going to be alone till the day I die, okay? Okay, and that makes them feel pretty awkward. You can tell the look on their face like, listen, brother, that's what we were thinking, so, hate to be the one to break it to you, but probably. No, they don't say that, but, but yeah, so it was a wonderful, and trust me, that was said multiple times, like, hey, man, you don't have a significant other, so just wanted to let you know, I hope you enjoy your flat screen TV, your ukulele, your Xbox One, your trip to the Bahamas. Okay, that didn't happen, but that would have been sweet. Where were you guys? Anyone listening, this family, where were you on that whole trip to the Bahamas thing? Huh? Send me away on one of those resort getaways, which is basically one of those orgies. You know what I mean? Daddy's looking to come back with some itching. Okay? Where were you? Okay? Where were you? On to the next subject. Where were you? Jeez. Where were you? You know what I mean? I want to get myself entangled with a stranger that I don't know. A very questionable stranger. Okay, maybe I don't. But I still would have liked to go to the Bahamas. There's fucking a lot of snow here. Alright? I thought I was going to get snowed in for Christmas. I'll tell you that. I don't know what this says about me as a driver, but on the way of leaving, right? And it is, I'm a New Yorker, and it is dumping snow, right? And there's this road. It's a back dirt road, right? But it can lead to town, and you'll get feet of snow on this road, right? But what does that say to me about me as a driver? That I took that road anyways, because I want to go slow. I like driving like an old man. You know what I mean? I drive extremely slow, okay, when I can. I see people bitching on Facebook about how, like, people are fucking driving slow and how they have a problem, like, you don't have to drive 10 miles under. Well, that's what I do, bitch. You still talk to me? The fuck? You're supposed to love me for me, y'all. If you're on my Facebook, what's up? Daddy ain't in a rush to get going where he's going, okay? If I have to be somewhere at 1:30, I'll leave at 12 to get there. All right, it takes 30 minutes. I'll leave at 12. You know, Daddy likes to drive slow, but he also doesn't like tickets. So, I mind my areas. So, I ain't never gotten a speeding ticket. If anything, I'll be the guy that gets one for going too slow. I've gotten fix-it tickets. I've gotten plenty of those. Those are a little awkward. You're like, oh, hey, officer, what's going on? Like, yeah, you're missing half your car, asshole. Well, oh. Didn't notice. Okay, hey, thanks. The cops have been good to me. I can't complain. Cannot complain. With the policia. La policia. They've been also good. Mucho gracias. Oh, so awesome. That's probably in the podcast. Thanks a lot for the Facebook update on my photo that made my computer go off. That was really badass. Hopefully that's not on here, but who knows. So with the holidays, like I said, I was truly blessed, probably more than I deserved. My family really, maybe it's from that crazy last year I had or whatever. I don't know, but I appreciated it, and, I hope everyone is taking the time that if you got beef with your family and stuff, that you're just putting it aside and you're loving your family. And honestly, this Christmas felt like a Hallmark kind of holiday for me. Like, I felt like I was in a movie, a Hallmark movie, except without the corny acting, I've been, I finally got a nice TV in my room, so now I can be a bum in my bed, like a nice TV. I literally had this TV, the TV I had in here before. There's like, we got that TV when I was 4 years old. Okay, I'm 28 years old. That TV's older than a lot of people, like that I know. It's insane. I hang out with people that are like that shit's older than like, and it still worked. That's the part that is extremely, extremely impressive. And, they made things to, like, these TVs that I have now, like, they're not gonna last that long. I mean, I really do believe that a lot of things are made to break earlier, But I tell you what, the graphics on them are way better. I'll tell you that. So yeah, it was kind of like a Hallmark holiday. It was awesome. We got to spend time with my stepbrother. I don't, for the sake of story, stepbrother, but I just call him my brother. My brother Willis. My brother Willis and Will. His name, I don't even call him Willis. I don't know what I call him there. Maybe sometimes I do, but I never say to him, like, what's up, Willis? I don't say that. What you talking about, Willis? I never say that to him. Yeah, maybe once or twice I probably have, but he's probably sick of that joke. But yeah, saw my niece. She was hitting me with the John Jones knee kicks. That was awesome. Like, hey, come on now. It was kind of like, it was weird, she's only 10, and I came in and she was sitting in the chair. Right, she's in the living room. She's kind of quiet, and I see her. She's playing on her iPod Touch, and I start tapping on her forehead. I thought I'd get a reaction out of her. I always did get a reaction out of her. She's 10, which is crazy. To believe that she's already 10. But she was like, I was like, man, she's really like in the zone in there, and she's like, well, duh. I was just like, blown away. I was like, dude, it's like something from the movies, like a teenager from like a movie, only she's 10. It was insane. And then we were seeing, they were showing us some of, like, she was showing me some of her acrobatic stuff she was doing, like, she was like, had her her feet on the ground, and she's like bent in half, and she's like picking her head up and stuff. And ooh, I almost started throwing holy water, you know what I mean? And at one point, my mom was like, "Release her!" And I didn't know what to do, you know. And then she put her hand up in the air, right? And she like threw my mom across the room, and I was like, "Mom!" And she was like stuck against the wall, you know. And she was floating in the air, and I was like, "Release her! Let her go! She doesn't deserve this!" You know, and you know. And this is prior to the John Jones kicks that I received in the knees. Once she knew Daddy had a bad knee, bam, she was going for the kill. You know what I mean? I think she was gonna follow it up with a head kick. I don't know. You know, I was just mainly in defensive mode, not much thinking, just trying to get out of the way of these things. You know, but yeah, so you know, she's throwing Grandma up against the wall. You know, Grandpa's like, you know, he came at her with a cross knife thing. You know, it was insane. It was really, really insane. But you know, you know, we got past that, and you know, I think she has genuinely. I think she might have a future in like one thing you don't know. My brother Will is an amazing hunter, and like his son is an amazing hunter because of him. Like, and he's a young kid. And yeah, so he's a young kid and he's like an amazing hunter. And I'm like, listen, dude, like your daughter has real circus potential. I can see it now. And she stole my hat and just picking on me for being a bald guy. Which you know, I was telling her, hey, now that you got my hat, you're gonna go bald, you know. And she was trying to put my hat on. I was like, oh, I can already see you crowning. You're losing that stuff. It's falling out like it's on fire. Okay, that's what happened to me. Actually, you know what really happened to me? I was like 22, really depressed. It was like 4 a.m. I was looking in the mirror like, I hate you, and shaved my head. Shit never came back. Can you believe this? It never came back. And it took me a while to, like, accept being bald. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, shave my noggin. I'm like, you fine as hell, you jelly bean looking mother trucker. You know what I mean? Cue ball. Call myself cue ball. I don't care. Some chicks really dig it. How do you like them apples? Okay? Bald guys know what I mean. What's up, brothers? Word up. Peace up. A-Town down, dog. Word. But anyways, so the niece, I feel like, genuinely has a real strong future in doing like circus acts where she's like shooting a bow with her feet. You know what I mean? I really think she can do it. She was putting a hat on. With her leg behind her head. Like she had her hands on the ground and stuff. So she's not like assisting, like grabbing the leg. She's just putting the hat on. And I was like thinking to myself, and I'm pretty sure everyone in the room was thinking, yeah, I would be ripping and pulling all kinds of muscle. Like, if I was to try that, oh, I ain't getting up in the morning. You know, it's game over, okay? You might as well dig a hole, shoot me, put me in it. You know what I mean? Like, what did he do? Well, he managed to get his hat on with his foot from the back behind him, you know, but he had to put him down. So, it was very impressive. It was wonderful to see them. We actually drank a few beers. I think that's the first time I ever drank a beer on Christmas. Well, it was Christmas Eve, but yeah, it was Christmas Eve. So I didn't drink a beer on Christmas, but that might be the first time I drank a beer on Christmas Eve. It was nice. I was feeling it a little bit. I was drinking. I don't really drink much. I used to have a real problem with being dehydrated. So yeah, I feel like now my body just goes, ugh. Maybe I'm getting old. Probably getting old. People say I'm getting old. I don't believe I'm getting old. I don't feel old. Okay, I sort of feel old. My body hurts and I'm bald. I got a pulled groin. I was like, where's my left nut? That made me feel pretty old. You know? But, so anyways, yeah, so, and that was wonderful. Saw my sister-in-law, I haven't seen her in a while. Everyone's having fun playing Uno. My poor brother, he was so tired. He's a lot like my dad. He's like my dad was out cold and he was sitting there like, oh, he's a hardworking dude. So you know, this happens, men. So let's see what else. I did that thing again. Yeah, a couple episodes in, we still got it going. Sorry about that, y'all. So with the drinking thing, maybe I can tell you some good old drinking stories. I didn't really plan on talking about I didn't really lay out too much things. I just said, dude, talk about your Christmas. Ask them about their Christmas. Let's get it going, So, I like when I was like 22, those were like my real party days. And I remember, like, you guys are probably like, what a pussy after I tell you this one. But, I spent like 2 weeks straight up drunk every day, like real wasted every day. And I already had a problem with, like, when I was younger, I didn't drink soda. But then once I started making my own money, like, because I started working in school. But once I started making my own money, I would buy soda and stuff. And it used to be like a real cool thing, like, for me to do. Like, how I really got into it, like, where there was large quantities around, is I'd be like, I feel like a boss, dude. I'd buy like a 12-pack of, like, soda. Come home like, yo, delicious sugar water is here. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, have a soda, And I'm like, yes, and they'd carry me around the house and throw gold flakes in the air and slap grandma a couple times, and I mean, it was kind of like there was a ritual involved in it. People were excited, and I loved doing that. I think it was just like, like the man being able to just like, you want a soda while we game, brother? My brother would be like, yeah, boom, So I think that was the stirring of me just being terrible about drinking water. This recent year, I've been a lot better. But the holiday season, I kind of got back into drinking soda, to be honest. But I'm still a lot better than I was. I drink water. Like, I just did not drink water. I'd be like, yeah, I could use some water. Drink a lot of milk. That's it. That was my solution to needing water when I was really, really desperate. Drink milk. I was that guy. So, I and like when my party is, I mean, I was drunk for 2 weeks straight, and but obviously I have plenty of days where I was drunk every other day, and I remember I was one time when I knew I needed to kind of chill on the partying. When I knew what I needed kind of chill on the partying was I woke up one night, I was partying with all the gang, I was living with my homie. He's, we're going out to the bar all the time, he had kind of like a chick at the time, sort of. She was like living with us, and we all just, partying and like, I remember it was a shitty way to wake up. It was like, I think it was the day of my brother's wedding, and we had been partying anyways, and it was like the day of no, it wasn't the day of my brother's wedding, but it was close. Yeah, it was close but I was like, I knew I needed to quit partying because I was like drunk in bed, and my cousin had been drinking, and he was on the floor sleeping, and there's people lounging all over the place from partying, and it was like a party house. It was genuinely like a party house, and I woke up to the sound of my mini fridge. I had in my bedroom, and like now I don't know why I would own a mini fridge. I'm like, unless I had like a big ass garage, I don't see me owning a mini fridge again. But at the time, dude, I loved that thing, and I remember waking up and there was like freaking liquid dumping all over the ground. I was like, oh, like that's what woke me up. I was like, oh, my mini fridge, no, and I was really tired. It woke me up early, and I was like, oh man, I was just hungover. I felt so hungover, And I mean, I felt really hungry. I was like, dude, I gotta take you home, right? I was already disheartened. My mini fridge was broken, and so I go to take him home. All right, I'm having pull over. I'm gonna pull over, puking on the side of the road, pulling over, puking, and I was so dehydrated that my arms were cramping, trying to hold the steering wheel. So I'd have a hard time even holding the steering wheel. Like they would cramp so much that they're like wrapping around the steering wheel, but I have like less arms. So how am I supposed to turn right? You know? I was like, I get him home. I'm like, dude, what do I need to do? My older brother had recently moved back in with the parents at the time, so I knew what I had to do. He was always there for me when I was like sick and stuff. Whenever like he was good like that. He whooped down my ass a few times growing up. He whooped down my ass a few times, like very unexpected things. He got me unexpectedly, but when it came down to like if I needed advice and he had the information, he was wonderful about the advice. And like I was like, bro, so I knew I needed to go hunt him down at the parents' house. He was at the parents, and he's my older brother, and so like I go up to the house. I'm like, dude, he's in bed, right? I go get up, I see my dad. I'm like, dude, I'm like, tell him I didn't feel good. I'm like, really sick. I'm cramping really bad. Nothing. He gave me no sympathy. He gave me no sympathy, and I mean, I didn't care. I mean, I was so sick that day, and even I just wish he didn't like brush me off like, you hungover? Yeah. Should have known better. And I remember I was like really like, I don't care. Just because doesn't mean I don't deserve sympathy. I was being a real baby anyways, but probably a real baby anyways when it comes to being sick. But so I was like, man, dude, I go upstairs and I was like, dude, and he's sleeping. I'm like, dude, Brandon. And I go and I lay on the floor. And he's like, what, dude? He's trying to sleep. Barge into his room. Good thing he wasn't jerking it or something. That would have been awkward. Wait for him to finish. Hey, dude, by the way, dude, I'm not feeling good. You want to help me? Take care of me? Yeah, you know what? I'll wait him out. Damn it. No, man, no. But, so, I laid down. We're like, Brandon, I don't feel good. I was like, dude, I'll give you $50, man. I'll give you $50. You take care of me. I never gave him $50, but he did take care of me. I don't think he expected it. I knew he probably thought, it's hangover talk. You ain't give me no $50. You ain't give me no $50, you cheap son of a bitch. Come around, make me take care of you. Fuck off. Fuck off, Eric. Pulled the Mike Tyson on me. Fuck off. I'm the most ruthless and vicious boxer there ever was. Get out of the fucking room. But I was like, so, and yeah, he took care of me. He was pretty good like that. I remember I remember the day before my buddy's wedding, the one I used to party with all the time. Man, that was one of the worst hangovers I ever had, dude. Like, I didn't even wake up in a ditch. My brother found me in a ditch, and my pants were off, and like at my feet, and my whole bottom half was like in water. I'm lucky I didn't drown, to be honest. My pants came down. I think they came down. That when I was trying to get out of the tent, I got this weird thing where I always want to take a shower, like when I'm super wasted. When I'm super wasted, I don't know, for some reason I want to take a shower. And let me know in the comments below if you like that. For me, I think it's just a comfort thing. I remember one time, and honestly, I think it stems from one time, my brothers, they hogtied my ass and left me out in the sun when I was like 10. And we had just moved to a new home, and where my parents live now. And my brothers hogtied me and left me in the sun. When, my mom had to run to the store real quick. And we're definitely old enough that shouldn't have been happening, right? But they did it. They did it, man. They got me and they hogtied me. No, Oh, they left me in the sun, man. I'm baking in the sun. I was already dirty, and like I was dirty from laying in because I was basically they had me laying in a dirt pile out in the sun, and I was screaming out there for a while. They didn't care, and you know how brothers do. Maybe especially brothers living out in the country, man. You get all kinds of trouble up in the hizzy. Constantly we'd make wood swords and try to take each other's heads off with that shit. You know what I mean? Not really like our heads off, but man, we smacks the shit out of some of each other's fingers. I gotta tell you that. And I was always wanting to be on the bad guy side of things, right? So I'd be like, I was always watching Dragon Ball Z, so I always wanted to be like, in that like that zone, where I'm like the badass bad guy, right? And I was always like, this is my dojo, like this is my training hall, and I use the dark techniques of sword fighting, right? And they'd be like, wham, 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 doing their thing. I'd make a base. I'd have my own base, and I'm like pimping it out. I'd pimp that shit out, and I'd be like, what are you doing here? And like I'd like go to their place and I've come to battle your dojo, or whatever, your training hall, shit like that, with my dark techniques, and I'm like, dark slash, and I come running at them, die. They're like, what? And he'd be like, wind blade, and he'd try to destroy me. I mean, most of the time he broke my sword. And what's pretty disheartening about that too, because you gotta go make another one. That means a wood one, but you found a good one. And that was sweet victory when you broke their sword. Most of the time, that's how it ended. Someone had their wooden sword broken. Basically what we do is just cut down like a little tree there, and then shape it into like a wooden sword, and then it was game on. It was game on. I would even collect like these seeds from the tree. I can't even think of the name of the what kind of tree it is, but I used to take these seeds and throw them like they were like the Deku nuts in Ocarina of Time. So he'd be like, hey, yeah! Only it didn't freeze them for shit, you know what I mean? Here I am, like, yeah! Throw it on the ground, nothing. They're like, okay, dude. And start whacking at me with their sword. But I had fun with that. I did. They have a slingshot. Like, I want to shoot you with this mother trucker. I want to shoot your ass just like in Zelda, dog. Shoot you right in the forehead, put you on your ass, dog. Of course, I never pulled it. Be like, dude, you hit me with that. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna smack you in the head with this stick. You shoot me with one of those nuts, you little punk. I was a little punk for sure. All throughout my life, I was always doing like that, like the evil side of things, like or like the villain, not the evil side of things, but the villain. Like I don't even know where I was going with the whole. Yeah, they hog tie me, and then I was talking about the party, about brothers. I don't even know how I got to where we are now, but whatever. I hope you're enjoying this. My pants down in the shower. Oh, the shower thing. That's how we got to it. The comfort thing. So okay, but let's get back. Let's get back to that. Okay. I think you learned. All right, I was a villain and things. Okay. Maybe if you want some more stories, definitely have some more stories of when I was a villain. But let me know in the comments below if you want to hear them. Especially say the Joker story, okay? Let me know if you want to hear the Joker story. So, yeah, so I was dirty, and I remember because, we had a lot of land, like we weren't used to having land, and we ended up having land, moving into the house, so I was dirty, dude. All I was doing was staying outside, and, so I remember my mom was like, Eric, she was very... very sweet to me. She's like, I was crying. I was like, they left me out in the sun forever. Ma, they left me out in the sun. And that was, like, real crappy of them. That really sucked. But she was like, go take a shower, take a bath, and that'll make you feel a lot better. But really, it's because I was just, like, constantly going outside. And, a young kid, it was tough to get me to, like, chill for a moment. And she's like, dude, this freaking kid's getting stinky, dude. So, she used that opportunity to do that, and I think that's where it stems from. Like when I get really wasted, I need to go take a shower. It's like a comfort thing, So I don't know. but that was one of those things. But anyways, yeah. So I woke up. I was trying to get to go take a shower, and so I ended up in the ditch. My brother Brandon came and saved me from the ditch. There was also, who knows, there was this one guy there. His name was Repo, and because he was a repo man apparently. He sounded like more like a criminal. Maybe stealing people's shit, to be honest. But I remember that night they had this dude's teeth would stick out like a foot. And he didn't take it. I mean, if you have your teeth sticking out like a foot, you should probably take care of them. But he didn't. You know what I mean? Because people are gonna notice that shit, dude. You know what I mean? And I remember they took. I was like, man, we're gonna do some shots. They want to do it from the bottle. These guys were there, and they're like they fucking made me. I didn't want to do that. I did not want to drink after this dude. And I remember that he's like, the one guy said he said, I didn't put my mouth on the bottle, but I'm pretty sure I saw him do. He said, man, I put my thumb over and made it look like I drank him. And they dogged on me there. They set me up. They set me up good. They stole my shot glass. I was freaking pissed, man. I was like, ugh. I told him, I was like, listen, bro, I don't want to drink after this fucking dude. Give me my bottle. I didn't like drinking after people to begin with, so let alone this guy. I was like, come on, man. That's one thing about me. Like, I better I either might, if I want to bone you, or like you're real cool with me, I'll drink after you, or you're my family, I'll drink after you. Like if you like offer me something like from the same thing you've been drinking out of, like I'm cool with that. If I'm willing to smash, there's definitely a good chance I'm like, yeah, let's drink, baby. But I don't know, man. I definitely fucking didn't want to drink after that guy, and I'm hoping that's why I didn't have my. He was a sketchy dude, you know what I mean? He probably tried to put a watch in my ass or something. I don't know, but I woke up in the ditch with like when I didn't even wake up, dude. My brother got me, and I barely remember it, I guess. But I was passed out in the ditch. So, but yeah, since all I can say is, dude, drink some water, man. Because I tell you what, now I drink like a couple beers, and just my body goes, ugh. I don't even know how to describe it. Just like, don't do it. Okay, I'm well and hydrated, so I don't know what that is. But this Christmas Eve, I got down with it a little bit. I started feeling it, and I didn't feel that. So maybe there's something more to that. I don't know. But all I can say is, drink some water, especially if you're a party animal, because you don't want to be on the side of the road with your arms looking like a couple pair of C's. You know what I mean? Bent to like a couple pair of C's, and you can't grab that steering wheel. You know what I mean? You're not drunk. You just hung over and dehydrated. Just so everyone knows, sake of the story. But I had to quit partying for my homie though. Yeah, we didn't end up living together because he was cutting. I mean, I'm coming and he's like, windows busted out, man. Dude's telling me that we got people breaking into our house and shit, dude. And turns out it's not even true. He was just drunk, busted out the window with something, and he lied to me and shit. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, those were some crazy days. But needless to say, that didn't work out living together. When basically all it was like a big party, anyways. And I didn't really like who I was, and like I also was getting fat. Yeah, it was probably like the least healthy time of my whole life, maybe. We had some good parties though. I remember this one girl at a party. She acted like she hated my guts when we came in, and then toward the end of the party, she's shaking her boobies at me, crawling in my bed, trying to get at me. You know what I mean? I didn't do it though. I didn't do it because I just got back with my ex-girlfriend. She was terrible though, my ex-girlfriend. So probably maybe she'd been like, girl, we ain't gonna work out. I don't know. I guess I'm happy how it turned out. But I remember she wanted some. She wanted some of the E, man. We're playing that King's Cup. Anyone ever play that King's Cup? That will take you places. If you know what I mean? If you in those party days, or you looking to party, and you might even see some booby. So get down with that King's Cup. It is a fun game. And if you're losing, you will get freaking smashed, bro. If you want to hear some more of my drunk stories, I got a lot of drunk stories. Okay, I got less than other people, but I got a lot in my own mind, I guess. Um, so let me know if you want to hear some. I'll tell you another one. All right. So when I my early days of partying, um, this will be nice, short and sweet one. I remember one time, which is another thing why the shower thing might not be so good. It might not be so good to take a shower, especially if you're wasted. Okay. Here's another thing. Maybe I can use this opportunity as a warning. I can use this platform as a warning to those who are drinkers. That when I was 16, I remember maybe 15, 16, 15. Anyways, I'd go up to my friend's house where I knew I could get away with drinking. And about the dumbest time. I remember I was like harassing this one dude who was banging his chick. He was banging his chick in this rundown trailer. And I remember I was like, "You don't want to have a party, baby." Oh, he was pissed. I was telling him, "Hey, man, I was just watching out for you, dog." But yeah, I was stupid. I remember those kids didn't even want to party with me after a bit. And the reason why is because one of the guys that was like, I thought was my friend, he was like, I guess he told me years later, he's like, I saw him at a street dance. And he was like, years later, he told me, he's like, "Listen, bro, you woke me up, right? You woke me up that one morning, and I knew that I was going to tell those guys to not invite you again." I was like, "Bro, dude, you're like one of my best friends in school. What are you talking about, man?" He's like, my two best friends. I lived with one guy, and then this guy was like my other best friend. And it's funny now looking back on it. But I knew something was up. They just never said anything. But I knew something was up. But anyways, the one day, I think I just wanted the party to keep going. I out-partied them, I think. Yeah, we'll just say that. But, yeah, no. So I remember one day, though, and I had no respect, apparently, for this dude's bathroom. Because what I did is I go in his bathroom, puke all in his sink, right? I puke in his sink, and it plugs the sink, right? I try to fight with the sink a little bit. All it does is flood this sink, dude. And I quit fighting with it, so it flood, and I locked the door, right? I get in the shower, and I started the shower. I didn't ask him. Get naked, get in the shower. Dude's like banging on the what happened, dude, is turns out I get in the shower. I sit in the shower, lay back in the shower, pass out in the shower, and I wake up, cold water on me. Well, the cold water didn't even wake me up. It was the dude banging on the door. He's like, "Dude, you been in there for 2 hours." "Dude, you been in there for 2 hours, man. What you doing, man?" It's like his parents are getting up in the morning, dude, and we're supposed to be being all secretive about it. Which really, I think, his parents obviously knew about it. They weren't stupid. But they just, as long as we're not getting in trouble, we weren't being dumbasses, which we were dumbasses, but as long as we weren't getting in trouble, I don't think they cared. Yeah, so, yeah, so I passed out in, the shower. I was in there for 2 hours, man. You know how freaking cold I was, dude? Some of that well water. I'm pretty sure it was well water, dude. You know how cold well water gets after 2 hours? You know what I mean? And this water's been running on me. Well, anyways, and he's fucking pissed. I don't even know if I even got that sink unplugged. I was, "Bro, your thing's plugged." And I left. It was not cool, man. Not cool. I had a couple of things where I did. It was not cool in my party days. But, dude, what can I say, dude? I was like 16, man. I think I fought with it a little bit, and then, fuck it. And then everyone was hungover, so people I think really cared at the time, But that was a little douchey. I have a couple pretty douchey moments in drinking. They're funny looking back on it now, but at the time it was real friggin' douchey. But all I can say is, if you're gonna drink, be smart about it. I've never gotten any real trouble, or anything like that, so that's a plus. But I have some stories, which luckily, luckily, I didn't have trouble, and no one, nothing ever seriously bad happened to anyone drinking. No one drank or drove. People are pretty smart that way, so you had that going for them. But I definitely almost cock-blocked that kid. She got down with it. I remember that. I remember one time, too, I was over sitting by her talking to her. Turns out she was peeing. I didn't even know. My buddy and I were just sitting next to her, and she's peeing. Turns out, and we're talking, we're like, dude, there's a bottle. Dude, there's a bottle on the ground. He goes to grab the bottle. Maybe turn that in, get a nickel or something. I can't even remember. He goes to grab it. Oh no, maybe thought he was just grabbing her beer. Turns out it was the piss puddle because it was kind of dark when we had a bonfire and stuff. He's like, God, or he's God, put my hand in her piss. She's like, just fucking, she was wasted too. I wasn't trying. No, I just didn't want, I just didn't want to have a party, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want you guys walking around and everyone know, like, that baby is from a party. I think something like that. I was saying that. She said, "No, I get it, man. Like, I really care that you said that. Like he was mad, but I wasn't mad. I thought that was really cool. Like you cared, like, and I was like, I didn't want y'all, like having a party, baby, and having that when, something happens, I don't, that it was, that's dumb young kid drunk talk. But I remember it was so funny, him putting his hand in her piss. That was funny. He was a funny guy. I don't see him anymore, but he was a good dude. He's a fighter now and stuff. He always wanted to be a firefighter. He and I always talked about watching Rescue Me and like how I wanted to watch that, and like his dad was a firefighter and he always watched it too. And eventually I did watch Rescue Me, and I loved it. So yeah, that it was young dumb stuff. I had good times with it. But if you want to hear more of those kind of stories, let me know, and I'm willing to drop them on you. I have some pretty juicy stories, and better, maybe even some better than the ones I got for you now. Oh, actually, most certainly better. But let me know if you want to hear the Joker story, and maybe the dude that calls me Ronda Rousey, drunken house brawl, destructive, crazy wrestling match thing that happened story. Let me know if you want to hear those stories, and maybe I'll drop them on you in the next podcast or whatever. So you just let me know, dogs. But I think I'm gonna cut it off here because I got to edit some other videos and do my thing. Thank you all so much for listening. This is Eric Daniel. If you haven't listened to my other podcast episodes, please do. If you have not subscribed, please do. Thank you so much for your time. Let me know if you want to hear some other stuff. Let me know if you want me to talk about any other subjects. Like I said, I appreciate your time. Hope you listen to this while you're working out, while you're doing something you don't want to do, but you're doing it anyways. And this can give you a little bit of something else to think about. So thank you so much. Much love. I hope y'all had a happy holidays. Let me know what you got, and how it went in the comment section. I definitely promote us talking. So, thank you so much. Much love, y'all. Bye.